What's going on, everybody? Migz here. Welcome to the Dexmas. Before this video begins, if you guys have already, if some of you viewers have already watched the original version to this, my apologies. I know it was super sloppy as hell. From a learning experience, recording, one thing that I did learn: never judge the lighting. So this is kind of one way to make up for the sloppiness, and I do always want to make sure that I do have at least a good to great video content. So with that said and done, let's get right on to it. If you are a new viewer watching this profile video, don't even worry about it. But again, I will make sure that I do the best that I can to not get careless again and rush and mess up. So here we have our good old blue card leader Vegeta from the Ultimate Box. Blue carries the Warrior of Universe 7's trait. The auto, when it swings out a leader, if you have a Universe 7 in your energy area, you draw one card and gets plus 5k. And for the Awaken, he readies 2 energies. On the Awaken side, the lighting actually makes it look nice, almost 3D-ish. But yeah, going back to it. Awakened, he still has his Warriors of Universe 7 trait. The permanent, during your turn, if you have 3 or more Universe 7 in your energy area, he gains a plus 5k. That's pretty decent. The auto, which is the reason why Ejected Force Massing In got ruled the way it did. Auto, when this card attacks, draw a card. You may choose one card in your energy and add it to your hand. If you do, you may place up to one card from your hand into the energy. So you have a choice to take a card from your energy to your hand, and if you do, you have the choice of putting one back down. That's practically what killed off the energy lock, Vegeta. So with that said and done, we're going to jump right into the battle cards. First off, first card, we're going to run 4 of Buu Hercule Assistance. It searches out your Surprise Attack Majin Buu and your Awakening Evil Majin Buus. Next up, we're Ready to Fight Son Goku. Reason why I'm using Ready to Fight Son Goku, it's basically used for energy. It searches for another copy of itself. It could search Surprise Attack Majin Buu because it's a Universe 7, and it could search out for the Super Combo. And speaking of Super Combo, for the following, we're going to run 4 of the Super Combo. Backbone of Universe 7 Son Goku. Next up, we're going to run 4 of Unyielding Spirit Trunks. It's only exclusive to blue. Auto, during your turn, when you combo with this card, you ready 1 energy if your leader is a blue card. If your leader is blue. So, only works for blue leaders. Next up, 4 Surprise Attack Majin Buu. When it comes into play, you search for any Majin Buu with a power of 25k or less. So, next up, Virtuous Strength Gohan. Reason why I don't possess, I believe I'm saying it right, Burst Attack Son Gohan. And I don't have at the moment my ability Unleash Son Gohan. I do have that card in 4s of. I just loaned it out to a friend of mine so he can use it. So, and this is basically the pseudo Ultimate Gohan, the miraculous comeback Ultimate Gohan. Next up, your pseudo super combos in 4s. Your determined Super Saiyan Goku, you draw a card when you combo with it or attack. Next up, one of your targets for Surprise Attack Majin Buu Totem the Rampage. You never ever play it. It has barrier. Again, doesn't matter, is irrelevant because you don't ever play it. The permanent, as long as this card is under a Majin Buu, that Majin Buu has barrier. And that is really scary when it comes to the Buu-Han engine. Next up, another target for surprise attack, Majin Buu and Hercule, Buu's assistants, Awakening Evil Majin Buu. This you would at least want to have in your hand now because you could use it on your surprise attack Majin Buu to evolve. Then you have the Unit Absorb. You place a card under him, and then you go into your deck and go. You could choose up to one Majin Buu with 25k or more and place it on top of this. So normally what you would do is activate main, put Dawn of the Rampage under, and then Unit Absorb again to put an Adolescence Gohan under him to go into Grand Evil Absorption. Now, can you do it twice or more than once in the same turn? Yes, you can. Technically, there is no ruling stating that the Unit Absorb is once per turn, unless stated otherwise. Next up, a little old school for Miraculous Comeback, Ultimate Gohan. Of course, with a double strike, his permanent allows him to be a 2-drop if you have 3 or less cards in hand, not including himself. And when he KOs a battle card, the opponent takes 2 damage. So you got this version and you got the Virtuous Strength, which is the little pseudo version of the same card. So it's almost like you're running between 7 and 8 copies of this. Almost. Last but not least, Grand Evil Absorption, Majin Buu. This is the main hitter of the deck and the one that is going to be putting the most pressure, especially if you get to go off early in the game. Basically, you're never going to end up evolving Gohan Adolescence. There may be some rare occasions, but that's if the game just drags. But other than that, you're always bringing it out by means of Unit Absorb. He has dual attack also, so he could swing twice. The activate main once per turn, which is that's what makes it broken. You choose one Gohan Adolescence under this card. During this turn, did you activate the activate main? He gains the entire skills of that Gohan, and on top of that, he could swing at active battle cards. So that is scary. The one thing that can scare this, that this card puts a scare on, is really announcers, because not only you're putting really big pressure on them, you're forcing them to use up their counters, and you're forcing them to like use up their resources. And not only you're limiting their resources in hand, you're also making it more difficult for them to maintain their hand cost to combo out of anything, so that when you swing to them, to their leader, you pretty much GG them. So these are all the battle cards. And of course, I know some of you might mention in the comment section, but Migz, why are you using Virtuous Strength Gohan? You know that he can only swing at active battle cards if your leader is red, right? It says so in the permanent. Obviously, yes, I know, but I'm only using it for the auto. Auto doesn't require to have a red leader, only the permanent does. For the extras, 3 weak coercions, you gotta have your negates. If I decide to, maybe, just maybe, I'll throw in Magical Dimensions, that new counter card from Janemba in the new set. Miraculous Revival, which is stupid for no reason. 3 Sensu Beans. To be very fair with you guys, I don't think every single deck has to have, if it's blue, doesn't have to run 4 Sensu Beans. Sometimes 3 is the best number for those decks, unless the blue deck is really supposed to be aggro. Now I know this deck can be aggro, but yeah, there are other exceptions. You could make it pretty much run with 4. I like it at 3. Last but not least, 1 legendary flute. It lets you bounce back your ready to fight some Gokus, your Hercule, Buu's assistants. If the opponent has cards that like KOing anything with 3 or less, or 4 or less, or they're gonna try to go after your 3-drop Majin Buu so you don't evolve. If you have this in hand, play the surprise attack Majin Buu, search out your Majin Buu, return your Majin Buu back, and you draw a card. So, well, that's it for the deck profile. So I hope you guys did enjoy. I know I tried so many times to get this deck right for the video. Also, just to let you guys know, I am currently taking deck requests. Of course, every deck that I'm doing, I'm catering it to more of the budget and newer players in the game. Excuse me. So anything expensive card-wise, you may not see them in decks. If I have them, maybe because I had the time to invest in them, but nonetheless, everything would be more catered to budget and casual players and starter friendly. So also, guys, if you have not checked this out yet, we also have our Facebook page, the Decksmiths. So link is in the description below. It should be in the description below. Hopefully Raiden didn't forget about that. So check us out if you can. You know, share your ideas, share your thoughts, and let us know what you think overall. Even if it's to say hello. So that was it for the profile. Thank you guys for watching. This is Migz of the Decksmiths signing out. Peace out.